Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. The Department of Labor redetermines what does and doesn't count as compensable time in the sleeper berth, and a big rig collapses a historic bridge in North Dakota.
Hi, I'm Craig Maltman. DriveWise develops the rollover and low bridge alert for truckers, and Trimble takes their TMS solution to the cloud.
Hi, I'm David Compton. A tire breaks loose from a dump truck and strikes a Jeep in a viral video, and 3 Estes Express employees are in hot water as they're caught with $23,000 worth of stolen water heaters. These are the stories we're covering, plus our cat scale rig of the week on this edition of the Trucker News Channel.
The U.S. Department of Labor has determined that time spent in the sleeper berth by professional truck drivers otherwise relieved from duty does not count as compensable time. Under prior guidance, the department's Wage and Labor Division interpreted regulations to mean that while sleeping time may be excluded from hours worked where adequate facilities were available, only up to 8 hours of sleeping time could be excluded from a trip 24 hours or longer, and no sleeping time could be excluded for trips under 24 hours. The agency now concludes that interpretation is unnecessarily burdensome for employers and instead adopts a more straightforward reading of the regulation that presumes the time drivers are relieved of all duties and in the sleeper berth is not compensable. However, a driver who is required to remain on call or do paperwork in the sleeping berth may be unable to effectively sleep or engage in personal activities. In these cases, the time is compensable hours worked.
There are a lot of hazards out there on the road that you don't see often, but police in Edison, New Jersey are looking for a dump truck that lost a wheel earlier this week. Cell phone footage caught the tire bouncing along on its own down the highway when it jumps the median and strikes an oncoming Jeep. You have to see this video, as amazingly, no one was seriously injured.
12,000 reasons to apply and much more.
When it's time for me to go home, U.S. Express always does everything they need to do to get me home. In an emergency situation, as soon as you tell them, they start making a plan.
Get home on time, plus an extra $12,000 your first year at U.S. Express. That's an extra $1,000 every month. We're hiring immediately, so click or call now.
What's a historic bridge worth? A little more than a hill of beans, say North Dakota sheriff's officials, after a big rig carrying a load of dried beans collapsed a more than a century-old bridge while attempting to drive over it. The 56-foot-long bridge, built in 1906 and listed on the National Register of Historic Places, has a 14-ton weight restriction. Police say the 2005 Peterbilt semi-truck that broke the structure was 29 tons over that limit. It isn't immediately clear if weight limit signs were posted, and the incident is still under investigation. The driver, who was not injured, faces an $11,000 overload fine, and officials say it will cost up to $1 million to replace the bridge.
3 Estes Express drivers are in hot water as Richland County Sheriff's Department say they've arrested 3 employees of the delivery company after discovering $23,000 worth of stolen inventory in one of their homes. Officials became suspicious when some retail stores reported that not all the products supposedly being shipped from Home Depot's West Columbia distribution center were actually reaching their final destination. An investigation by the Sheriff's Department and officials from Home Depot and Estes Express line led authorities to get a search warrant for the home of Cody Bessinger. That's when they found more than $23,000 worth of stolen water heaters that Bessinger and 2 other thieves reportedly accumulated over 1 year's time. Authorities arrested Bessinger along with 2 other employees for Estes, and this begs the question, why water heaters? Could it be that besides working for Estes Express Line, these guys had a clandestine plumbing operation on the side? This week's Cat Scale Rig of the Week goes to Scott Krogh of Mouston, Wisconsin. Scott's been driving for 20 years, and 14 of those are for Sporl, who rebuilt the truck that had sat for 10 years. Scott ended up purchasing the rig, which is a 1999 379 3406 and a 13-speed transmission. Scott's running in the Midwest, east to south, so keep an eye out there for him. And if you have a rig you'd like to have profiled here on the Catscale Rig of the Week, send us a video to rigoftheweek@thetrucker.com.
With Catscale's Weigh My Truck app, you can be in and out and back on the road in mere minutes. Simply register at weightmytruck.com and download the app to your smartphone. The more information you provide, such as company name, truck number, and trailer number, the faster your weighs will go, so be sure to include as much as possible. When you pull in, just line up on the scales, fire up the app, verify the information, and the cashier will take it from there.
DriveWise, provider of pre-clear weigh station bypass service, has launched its new DriveWise safety notification service. The new service, currently being offered for free to subscribers, provides alerts when a DriveWise-enabled truck approaches a high rollover area. Plus, it alerts drivers to upcoming low bridges. An audible tone, as well as a visual alert, provides the warning. The new service, which is now active nationwide, is being rolled out this month throughout the DriveWise ELD reseller partner network. A 2017 FMCSA showcased the problem with more than 14,000 truck rollover crashes, which led to 170 fatalities. Many of those were preventable. DriveWise safety notification service alerts could help make an impact in slowing down trucks on those dangerous curves. For the low bridge warnings, DriveWise has identified 1,500 strike-prone bridges along routes that are commonly used by truckers and geofence them for alerts. Trimble Transportation, the multimodal solution provider for the long-haul trucking, says its TMW Suite and TruckMate Transportation Management System solutions are now available via a cloud-based subscription model. TMW Suite and TruckMate are two of Trimble's flagship TMS solutions, which enable transportation and logistics providers to better manage their transportation operations. The cloud-based options provide an ideal solution for both asset and non-asset-based companies of all sizes, looking to implement a scalable TMS without the need for on-site servers or extensive IT oversight. By implementing a cloud-hosted TMS platform, fleets can focus on what they do best, and that's running their companies rather than managing their servers. In addition to these cloud-based subscriptions, Trimble also offers subscription-based versions of its other TMS solutions, including Innovative Access, Access Plus, and TL2000.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to click the little red subscribe button below. You can also go to thetrucker.com to read the latest breaking news stories. That's it for this edition. On behalf of David Compton, Craig Maltman, and everyone else at the Trucker News Channel, thanks for watching.